How's it going, guys? This is day 2, bench day, and started to feel a little bit better, especially after coaching my client at her competition this weekend. Um, as you'll see from my last video, I was so tired. I did not know what happened when I tried to deadlift the day after. Just had nothing in the tank despite getting my squats out of the way. So I was a little bit, I wasn't apprehensive, but last 2 days I've had early starts with clients. So I just felt like I didn't get as much sleep as like, but nonetheless, we still move. Had my double espresso, so I was ready to go. So with this session, I was working up to a top set, whereas last week I was doing ascending set. So every set I was going up, working up to my last heaviest set, whereas this one I'd only do one set, slightly beating the amount of weight I did the week before. So I worked up to 130 kilos. So this was my warm up. And you might notice that as the weights are getting heavier, I'm literally only doing one rep. So over the years, I've kind of had a better understanding of the amount of work I can get done, as well as the quality of work I can get done, especially when it comes to working up to heavy loads. So I'm a bit more smarter with regards to how I warm up now, especially where, I've gotten stronger over the years. I can definitely have way more, I guess, leeway when it comes to, taking bigger jumps, especially with the bench press. Like my warm ups with the bench press would take so long because I'm constantly like going up bit by bit by bit by bit. Whereas now, like I literally, I'm way more confident now to take much bigger jumps than I did before. So this is now my top set of 130 kilos. So I've done this before in the past. Um, Today actually felt more strenuous than it looked, weirdly enough, but I felt like every rep was doable. Like the moment I unracked, I felt like, yeah, this is fine. And then as the reps went on, um, it was progressively getting a little bit harder, but I knew I was capable of every single rep. Um, a bit more sleep, than I'm sure I would have, been able to make it look a bit more smoother. Then this was followed by 4 back off sets, so I've gone a little bit lighter, gone down to 100 kilos, and I believe this might have been my first set of the 4. For 5 reps, fine, very doable, just focusing on speed. Then we moved over to the Penlay row. So this is another exercise that we decided to carry on in my training. I really like this exercise. It's actually one of my favorite upper back exercises and upper body exercises in general. Um, so I definitely want to try and build this up to some good numbers, especially for repetitions. And again, the aim here is just trying to stay as strict as possible. Really work that eccentric, so lowering that weight down, maintaining tension, keeping the arms long, trying to keep my chest as fixed as possible. Like you will see a bit of momentum in regards to just trying to get that weight off the ground. But again, I'm just working within as much of a tight frame that I can create and just really focus on pulling that weight off the ground. So that was a top set of 10 reps. And then just like my bench, I also did 2 back off sets at 80 kilos. Again, another set of 10. Felt fine. Just trying to get more volume, get more work in as best as I can. But this was, yeah, very much doable. It feels really good kind of working through heavy loads for high repetitions, especially where, as powerlifters, this is almost frowned upon for the most part. But yeah, I'm glad with how today's session went. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for day 3.